Yo, what's up everybody? WoW's big new patch 11.2 and the release of Season 3 is just a couple of weeks away. And with it will come a new raid, new dungeons, and tons of new content. However, some things will go away. So today I just want to go over what's staying, what's going, and what to focus on in the last couple of weeks to make sure you don't miss it. So I know a lot of people are playing right now because of Collector's Bounty. Everyone's doing the old raids, trying to get the mounts. So here's just a few extra things to try and tick off in the last few weeks to, get those last achievements or upgrades before the new season. Okay, so let's get straight into this. I'm not going to drag it out or, waste any time here. The first thing to focus on is the two events that are ending soon, which is the Collector's Bounty and the Greedy Emissary. Collector's Bounty is just, a buff to old raids, so you can get the old raid mounts faster, 5% buff on all mount drops in everything pre-Dragonflight. And then the gear chance that, monsters drop more loot, so you have more chance of getting the transmog. So that's one that most people already know. But then we also have the Greedy Emissary event. This means every time you defeat a rare, there is a chance for a portal to spawn. This can happen in zones, in raids of current content. And then you can get these goblins, which drop chests. And the chests contain shards, which you can trade in here at Baranar in Dornagal, which is right down here in this bottom right-hand corner. And these are tier 2 recolors, and they're really, really nice. For example, here's the Death Knight, which is one of my favorites. I think this looks fantastic. You've got the recolor to the Paladin, one of the most iconic sets, even if the recolor is a little off. The Rogue is really, really nice. So yeah, there's some cool sets here. All you do is go to those zones, defeat the goblins. You don't need to be in a group. If you do want to group up, go in your group finder, go into pre-made groups, custom, find a group, type in goblin, and I'm sure there will be some going on. There you go, there's 2 right now. So yeah, that's one thing to definitely get done as well. They also have a chance to drop an Arius' Charger, which is this lovely mount here. If you played Diablo, you'll recognize this very well. It's a flying mount as well. I think it's lovely. So definitely, if you're subbed, if you're doing the Collector's Bounty, just go and do a couple of goblins a day, and you've got a very good chance of getting, some of these outfits and this mount. Okay, next up, everyone's favorite, delves. Love it or hate it, there are some very good rewards tied behind delves. So if you go into your, this window here, you go into delves, you can see your season journey. Just do delves and you'll fill this up. I've done way more than I wanted, but I really wanted this reward here, and it is worth getting. This is the Nightfall Sanctum campsite. So with the release of the War Within, we now have these, these warbound campsites. And if I log out and I'll show you it, you go to your main screen. This one here that you'll see in a second comes from just doing a bunch of random achievements that are really easy to do in Undermine. You just pick up items and rares and stuff like that. But this one here is the season 2, the season 2 journey. So this is definitely one that I would recommend to get because it's going away. Maybe they'll put this in like the Undermine tokens, the Undercoin tokens you can buy off the vendor. But if you're nearly there, if you're like 3/4, halfway, you could probably push and get it done in these last couple of weeks. Okay, and even more delve related stuff is you have the belt. You have this, this belt. We can take this with us into the next season. You go to this guy here, Darrigan, and he will give you the quest to go and do the overcharged delves. And these are the shiny delves on the map. I've got a guide on my channel if you want to see it. But you just go over here once you get the quest and you do these like electrified delves, and you will unlock this belt, and you can upgrade this as we go along. Now, as well as that, when you're in the delves, there's additional quests to do where you collect this currency and you spend it on the console and upgrade powers, and this will give you a mount. That mount being the OC91 chariot, the overcharged chariot, basically. And this is a really nice mount. I don't have it yet. I'm still trying to, get this before the new season. But this is one that you can get this season. And again, I believe I think it's been confirmed that this will be going onto the Undercoin, the currency. So you'll have to spend like 15,000 coins, I think, to unlock this next season. So definitely try and get it this season. Upgrade your belt, do a bunch of delves, get this. You just collect everything in the little research tree, and you'll be able to get that. But yeah, that's delves. Definitely worth trying to tie off some delves before we get to season 3. Okay, now one that is very easy to miss or to forget about, and that is the Galagio loyalty rewards. And there are multiple mounts tied behind this system. So if you've never even seen this, the more you do raids, the more you go in and do like normal heroic, the actual raiding, you will gain the progression with this reward system. And it's not in your normal renowned, which is why it's very easy to miss. And if you're not a big raider, you might not even have seen it. If you open your reputation, and you see here, you've got like the Undermine section. You have this here, Galagio Loyalty Rewards. You can click it and then click Show Renowned. And I don't know why it doesn't sit in here, but you can do this. And you can see here, there's a whole new reward setup for progression with these, you know, the loyalty reward club. I'm kind of slacking on this. I'm on like 12 right now, but they've just unlocked the full track, so you can now get all of the rewards all the way to the end, and there are some mounts tied behind this. So all you need to do is go into the raid, either join a group and walk in, and I'll show you it. You can join a raid group to go in and find this, or if you just want to like go in and find this quickly, you can just join any sort of raid group. So if I go into like custom and I find a group, and for example, if we go for like the Goblin event, I'll just cheekily join this Goblin raid. I'll join up. Okay, here we go. So we can get in here, and that'll let us go into the raid. Now, if you come around, you have all these things that you unlock as part of being in the reward club. Like I say, you could have completely missed this. Over here, you have the vendor. Right here, you've got the broker, and you've got mounts here. So get 17 with the loyalty club. There's a mount here. You've got here you've got 20. You've got a T-Rex. I've already got a couple of these as well. So there's quite a few mounts here and quite a few rewards that are worth getting. Okay, now Valor Stones. Quick one on Valor Stones. So Valor Stones, they have confirmed that Valor Stones will be transferable into Season 3. So whatever you've got, it will carry over. So it's probably a good idea to try and cap this out, or not even just cap it out, but it's right now there's a lot of ways to get Valor Stones. There's a lot of options open to us. And if you've been playing Season 2, you'll be fairly well geared, so you can probably get them fairly easy. And if you have 2,000 going into Season 3, you'll have a very good head start. However, I doubt we can transfer these. It's unlikely that that will be unlocked at the very start of the season, and it's something that will probably unlock partway through. So if you're planning to take like 10 alts all with 2,000 and transfer them all over, probably not going to happen. We don't know, but I would assume the characters you're planning on playing, the characters you want to gear, taking in 2,000 will be a very nice head start. This is, I don't think they normally do this. This is a very good thing to try and get on top of. And then the only other thing to say right now is it's a great time to level. It's an amazing time to level. If we go right now, we have the Winds of Mysterious Fortune, which is an experience buff, 20% experience buff. You also get rep gains in Dragonflight and the War Within, which is pretty good if you're looking to, you know, finish any reputations off. But 20% experience boost is fantastic. And right now we still have time walk-ins, so you know, you can go Dungeon Finder, and you can still do some random time walk-ins, Legion this week. And with, you know, you could still get the time ways. I have mine yet. The Master of the Turbulent Time Ways. So there is the Chrono Corsair, which is the Pirate Dragon mount. So then there's the Chrono Corsair, which you get for doing time walking dungeons. I think it's like you do 5 time walking dungeons and you tick it off. But there are ways to get this all in one go if they haven't, you know, hotfixed that. So, you know, leveling characters, end of the season. If you're done with season 2, level some characters. Amazing buffs right now. Time walking. You've got the multiple character buff. You've got the Winds of Mysterious Fortune, so definitely a good time. But that's pretty much everything. There are obviously tons of other things you could do. There's tons of other things you could be doing before season 3 drops, but there's some things I thought would be good to mention. I'm going to wrap it up here, not going to drag it out. Thank you for watching. Find this useful, do consider subscribing. Take care, and I'll catch you in the next one.